विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासु वा यद्भद्रं तन्नहासु वा ॐ त्वं हीनः पिता वसो त्वं माता शतक्रतो बभूविथा अधाते सुम्नमीमहे ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
Diabetes, a disease which is common everywhere throughout the world. Today, thousands of people are suffering from diabetes. They take different medicines which only control sugar, that also with great difficulty. Once they start taking insulin, their dependency and its dosage keep increasing. Whichever medicines have been discovered by modern medical science, diabetes can only be controlled. Its cure is still very far away. One has to suffer from the complications of diabetes as well. In the villages of India, 3 to 4% of the total village population, such huge number, is suffering from diabetes. And in cities, this percentage has increased from 4 to 11.6%. You yourself can imagine that thousands of people are suffering from diabetes in India only. That is why India is today considered as the center of this disease. But why? Because here the disease is increasing at a very fast pace, and all the multinational companies manufacturing medicines for diabetes have India in their mind as a target. Diabetes is nevertheless considered as mother of all diseases, Janani Sarva Roganam. It actually results in many other complications in the body. Kidney becomes defective. There are abnormalities in the kidney. There are heart problems. There are liver disorders, weakness in the nervous system, and also there is muscular pain. In 50% of cases, joint pain starts due to diabetes only. Then there is general weakness, and even the problem of male sterility may also develop due to diabetes. One side effect may even be gangrene, in which limbs become dark in color, it develops numbness, blood circulation slows down, and finally they have to be amputated. And after the operation, their healing also becomes very difficult. It really becomes a serious matter when a diabetic has to suffer from such complication of diabetes. It really happens even if one is taking medicines, insulin, there are chances of losing body part due to gangrene. In America, whose medical scientists are doing extensive research in the field of human body, and in India also, all the medicines and therapeutic methods of treatment are based on allopathic only. So much of research has been carried out on different types of diseases. Nevertheless, in America, the second reason for amputation is diabetes only, first being the accidents. Problem of blindness is another major complication. In America alone, about 25% people and 30% people throughout the world have become blind due to diabetes. Such are the complications of diabetes. Even after taking medicines and insulin, one develops such severe disorders. Approximately 180 million people have some type of eye problems, of which about 45 million have already become blind. And if you see in India only, as per the recent survey of the population, more than 10 million people are already blind. About 30% can become normal if they get a pair of eyes. So, in India only, there are about 3 million people who need a pair of eyes but are unable to get it. And every year only 20,000 pairs are donated. People do not donate their eyes. Anyway, I was discussing diabetes. Because of diabetes, people are becoming blind. It's one of the most serious complications, and the reason is diabetes. The most common therapeutic cure for diabetes are allopathic medicines or the injections of insulin. There is one more very surprising fact which will make you feel that how serious is this disease, to what extent people are suffering from this and are losing their external as well as internal strength. Only 20% of the patients who are suffering from type 2 diabetes, only those 20% take medicines, rest 80% do not go for treatment. This is another serious issue. So how can one control this diabetes on his own to the maximum? To explain this, we have been organizing camps at different places. According to an estimate, till now about 7 million people from our camps, and if we add the patients who consulted us in our ashrama as well, then more than 10 million people have benefited. And through Astha channel, by this electronic media, just in India, more than 2.5 million people have already received this message of yoga. Thousands of people have been benefited, many of their problems have reduced, and diabetes is one of them. Diabetes, overweight, hypertension, heart problems, thyroid problems, all such ailments showed improvement by practice of yoga. And lots of people have found relief by this age-old traditional practice. I believe yoga has emerged as a new branch in the field of medical science, a complete medical science, the Ayurvedic science, a natural method of healing. It may change the concept of modern medical science forever and may give birth to such a therapeutic system which will have solution for all the ailments. Diabetes is one such disease which is very difficult even to control, leave alone the cure that is beyond imagination. You would be surprised to know that when 80% of the beta cells of the pancreas become inactive, become dead, that is the stage when diabetes is detected. And modern medical science has no such method by which the beta cells of pancreas can be reactivated again. When 80% cells of the kidney and pancreas stop functioning, at that stage only the problem of kidney and the diabetes is detected. So what should be done so that the problem of diabetes is controlled? Not only controlled, it is cured properly. I am sharing with you the solution for this. You will have to adopt 5 practices. First, pranayam. Second, acupressure. Third, asana. Fourth, home remedies. And fifth, if the problem is quite severe, take Ayurvedic treatment. If you adopt these 5 practices, I am sure there will be improvement in diabetes. So let's now start with the first practice. Pranayam, which is very important for diabetes. It will give relief not only from diabetes but also from its complications. But do remember, you may be practicing pranayam, you may be taking home remedies, you may be practicing acupressure, you may also be practicing asana. But do remember, you must keep away from the factors that are responsible for your diabetes. In some cases where diabetes is hereditary, nothing can be done. Although you have to and you should practice pranayam regularly, Kapalabhati and Mandukasana, these are the 2 main practices. But today we will explain the complete package to you. If you keep practicing pranayam regularly, even the diabetes of the category type 2, which is actually hereditary, from which one suffers after the age of 20 or 30, can be controlled effectively. But in cases where one has to depend on insulin right from the childhood, it may take little more time. Lot of research is still to be done in this field. Based on the results of that only, we will be able to say something more. But it's for sure that those who have been taking insulin from childhood, their diabetes can also be controlled through yoga. The beta cells of pancreas can be reactivated. But do remember, to control your diet, also practice asana. Avoid having sweet items. Keep away from worries. Few home remedies will tell you later on. First of all, about the yoga abhyas. You have to practice 7 main pranayam. you have to practice these 7 pranayams. Its importance lies in the fact that it will control diabetes. Other complications of diabetes will also be checked automatically. Weakness of the nervous system, eye disorders, disorders of kidney, disorders of liver, and also the heart problem. Because diabetics are always at a very high risk. At the time of heart problem, they do feel pain and it really becomes fatal. It is very serious. So bear in mind, practice all 7 types of pranayam. It will not only help improve diabetes, but one may also get rid of the complications of the side effects which occur due to diabetes. Even that will be controlled. First, practice Bhastrika Pranayam. That is a complete package of pranayam. There are 7 main pranayam which have been taught to thousands of millions of people. You also have to practice them. Bhastrika. The first pranayam from the complete package, most essential for the diabetics. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. When you inhale, you have to inhale here up to your ribs in the lungs. Practice it for 2 minutes every day. Diabetics may practice the pranayam at least for half an hour. In case it is very severe, practice it for 45 minutes and spend 15 minutes on asanas, that's all. Slowly your diabetes will not only be controlled but cured. Practice Bhastrika Pranayam for 2 minutes. Take a deep breath, and if you have many other problems as well along with diabetes, then this Bhastrika Pranayam will prove a balance to your 5 prana, 5 kosha and 5 elements. Nervous disorders may subside. Other problems such as gangrene, weakness, heart problem, they all will subside along with the stress. Practice this Bhastrika Pranayam for 2 minutes. Take deep breath in and then breathe out. Practice with happiness. One of the reasons for diabetes is stress. In case your diabetes is under control, but all of a sudden you get tense, due to this tension your sugar level may increase suddenly. It may shoot up from 150 to 500 suddenly. It increases suddenly. But why? Because of worry, tension. Consuming sweets may enhance the sugar level, but stress is even more dangerous. So always keep happy. Always keep smiling. Happiness and good spirit work as wonders for all kinds of ailments. Therefore, always remain joyful, keep smiling, and always remain happy. While defining a healthy human being, our saints gave utmost importance to the happiness. It is key to good health. Pranayam should be practiced with a good spirit. Spend 2 minutes on Bhastrika. Inhale like this. Exhale out. Then, second pranayam, Kapalabhati. It is very important for diabetes. Breathe out your breath. While improving your diabetes, it will also act as a safeguard against the complications. Beta cells of the pancreas will be reactivated. Kidney will become healthy and also the liver. Levels of toxins and harmful substances may reduce. Kapalabhati is the main pranayam. Anulom Vilom is equally beneficial. A diabetic may sometimes suffer from acute problem of skin ulcer. Just exhale your breath. This is Kapalabhati Pranayam. Initially practice for 5 minutes, then gradually increase to 15 minutes. In case of severe diabetes, you may practice for 20 minutes and even for 25 minutes. In few cases, we recommended half an hour duration as well, but that is under special conditions. Normally, you have to practice Kapalabhati for 5 to 15 minutes only. Cholesterol level will reduce, triglyceride will reduce, thyroid problem may also subside. These are the extra benefits. There are so many complications of diabetes, but the practice of pranayam has no side effects. Instead, it gives you additional benefits. You have to exhale out in the Kapalabhati Pranayam. Like this. You will exhale, stomach will contract. This knowledge of our saints, the message of this traditional Indian knowledge, is really a blessing in disguise for the patients of diabetes. Practice Kapalabhati Pranayam and Mandukasana. The practice of these two itself will help you control your diabetes. Kapalabhati Pranayam, just exhale the breath. Stomach will contract in. Those who are overweight, their weight will be controlled. One must note this. Along with this, one will not get constipation. Other problems like gas and indigestion will also reduce drastically. Kapalabhati Pranayam will solve your constipation problem as well as your weight problem. You will be benefited in many ways. So you must start practicing what is being explained here. You will definitely notice major transformation within you, as if it's a new birth. Your eyesight will also improve. 15 minutes practice of Kapalabhati and Anulom Vilom each will help you get rid of eye disorders. Keep this in mind. You must know the fact that in case of 30% people, the reason behind their blindness is diabetes. So diabetes is responsible for causing blindness in 30% of the people. One may never have to face the problems of retina and cornea. With regular practice of pranayam, there will be major improvement. Within 3 months, you yourself will be able to feel it. You can get yourself medically checked. On the first day itself, you will find some improvement right from the beginning. I do tell my diabetic patients, sit right in front of me, practice pranayam and check your diabetes. Some check it in the camp itself, before and after. There itself they find it has come down by 100, 150 and even 200 points in those with very high sugar levels. Benefits are amazing. I have complete faith and belief. I want you also to have complete faith and belief so that you practice Kapalabhati Pranayam. Practice with happiness and joy and a firm determination in mind. A firm determination has very deep impact on the body. Whatever emotions you're feeling, the feelings and sensations, the determination has a very strong impact on your body. Therefore, think in your mind that pancreas is improving. Beta cells of pancreas are being reactivated. The beta cells of pancreas only are responsible for generating insulin, which on coming in contact with glucose, converts it into the glycogen. Glycogen helps to improve diabetes. So practice Kapalabhati with a firm belief in mind and a prayer in the heart that, O Lord, take me in your shelter. Bless me with a good health. May my pancreas, the beta cells of my pancreas become active. O Lord, the power to give birth lies with you, and so also the power to eradicate this disease of mine. Practice with these feelings, with a calm mind and a deep faith in the Almighty. Worries increase diabetes, but the calmness is effective in controlling and reducing it. So practice pranayam with happiness, with a joyful and carefree mind. It will help reduce diabetes right from the beginning. And it really happens. In each of our camps, we get the sugar levels checked on the second day, on the third day itself. And then we show the results which nobody can negate. You may get your diabetes, the sugar level checked according to the parameters of modern medical science. Afterwards, you will find that glucose level has become normal. Kapalabhati gives amazing results. Just as diabetes is called mother of all diseases, similarly, Kapalabhati Pranayam is considered as the destroyer of all diseases, including diabetes. Now, all the ailments of the people of India, including diabetes, will subside with Kapalabhati Pranayam itself. India will become the center of disease-free people, not the center of diabetic people. Keep exhaling your breath. After Kapalabhati, we will now practice Anulom Vilom. With that, the beta cells of pancreas will become active. Along with this, practice Agnisar Kriya. You have to breathe out. After breathing out, hold it out only. Then contract the stomach in and then relax it. This is Agnisar Kriya for the patients of diabetes. This was Agnisar. This will also help the beta cells of pancreas to become active once again. So practice Agnisar Kriya along with Kapalabhati Pranayam, and then Bahya Pranayam will also help in this process of reactivation. The problem of impotency, weakness, physical weakness will subside automatically. Diabetes has many harmful side effects, but the pranayam has many extra benefits. You may not have to suffer from the complications of diabetes. It is possible only through yoga abhyas. So practice Kapalabhati for 15 minutes and then Agnisar Kriya for 5 to 15 times. Once again, exhale your breath and so you can contract your stomach for 15 to 30 times like this and then can relax it. So this was Agnisar Kriya. To activate the pancreas, there is an acupressure point also in the left hand. Just below the smallest finger, the point lies here below the lifeline. Press it like this. Just below the small finger on the lifeline, this is the point. Press here. And while pressing, if you feel pain, it's an indication that you are pressing the right point. If you are diabetic, then you will feel pain here. Through acupressure, you can even diagnose that whether you are diabetic or not, or whether you are likely to get it. Many people are likely to suffer from it because people hardly adopt proper eating habits these days. Worries and stress have gone up. Comparisons and competitions have resulted in a very irregular and disturbed daily routine. There is hardly any physical work. That's why instances of diabetics are increasing these days. All these things will be controlled through pranayam. You will get relief from it. Practice this acupressure as well. It's very important. Afterwards, press this point of kidney also. This one. In case of any eye disorder, press this point of eye also. Because diabetics may suffer from eye disorders also. If unable to sleep properly, then press this point. This is for sleeplessness. This is for eyes. And this is for kidney. And this one for diabetics. To reactivate the beta cells of the pancreas. To increase its energy, it will enhance the energy of pancreas and reactivate its beta cells. It's in left hand and left foot. So this is the acupressure point for pancreas just below the small finger. And in case someone has heart problem as well, then this is the point for heart. Below the small finger above lifeline. Press then leave. Practice acupressure at one place for 1 to 2 minutes. In case of severe problem, one may press for 5 minutes as well at one point. Press on an empty stomach 2 hours after meals. Practice Kapalabhati Pranayam from 5 to 15 minutes. In case of severe problem, one may increase the duration. After this, practice Agnisar Kriya and then Bahya Pranayam. Just breathe out. After exhaling, keep the breath out and imagine that pancreas is secreting insulin on its own. When you apply pressure on stomach, insulin is secreted automatically and beta cells are reactivated. Exhale your breath out. Practice with full devotion. After inhaling, exhale and keep the breath out only. Practice Bahya Pranayam with Tribandh. Rest your chin in the throat pit. This is Jalandhar Bandh. Contract your stomach to the backbone. Udyan Bandh. Pull your navel part upward. This is Mool Bandh. In case of heart problem and high BP, do not practice this pranayam. In case of cervical pain, avoid Jalandhar Bandh. Practice Agnisar Kriya only. Practice this Bahya Pranayam for 3 to 5 times. It's very important for the patients of diabetes. Many other problems of stomach will also subside with this. Now let us practice Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Sometimes due to diabetes, the nervous system may be affected. Eyes may be affected. Heart may be affected. Skin problems may develop. There may be weakness in the nervous system. All these problems and all the complications due to diabetes may subside with the practice of Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Close your right nostril with your right thumb. Breathe in from your left. Breathe out. Breathe in from the right. Close your right nostril and start from the left. Close the right nostril with the help of your thumb and the left nostril with 2 middle fingers. Exhale out completely. While breathing in, you inhale deeply into your diaphragm like this. This is Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Do it with dedication. Physical body, mind, prana and soul are receiving a light, a glow, an energy. Feel and imagine this in your mind. You are the receptor of His kind blessings. You are in the state of bliss. Practice with these feelings. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, everything is within you only. Left side is Ganga, right side Yamuna and Saraswati in the center. Ida, Pingla on either sides and Sushumna in the center. You are the center of all the pilgrimage, supreme power, supreme Lord and supreme knowledge. As you practice Anulom Vilom Pranayam, your inner divine powers will be awakened. Your subconscious mind will be awakened. Practice Anulom Vilom Pranayam with full devotion. Just try to search your Lord, your supreme energy center and your God within you. You will be able to know yourself and will be able to relate to your individuality and your subconscious mind. Diseases like diabetes will automatically dissolve. Benefits of pranayama are multiple. Practice this Anulom Vilom Pranayam for 15 minutes. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. When you are tired, you stop. Whether practicing Kapalabhati or Anulom Vilom, both of these pranayams should be practiced for 15 minutes each because both of these pranayams are effective in subsiding the diabetes and the complications which arise due to it. Practice these two pranayams and also keep away from stress and tension because stress and worries are one of the reasons behind diabetes. After this, Brahmari, Udgit and breathing meditation on Om are equally important. That's why one must practice pranayam at least for half an hour. In case of very severe diabetes and complications of diabetes, practice pranayam for 45 minutes and then asana for 15 minutes. When you feel exhausted, practice acupressure for some time. In addition to this, take home remedy. So take this natural treatment, and in case the diabetes is very high, you may take Ayurvedic treatment. All these treatments and remedies we are going to tell you today. After practicing Anulom Vilom, practice Brahmari for 5 to 15 minutes. Practice slowly without strain. After that, we'll do Brahmari and Udgit Pranayam. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. Start and end from the left nostril only. When you're tired, stop. Practice with ease, whether Kapalabhati or Anulom Vilom. In Kapalabhati, never do like this. In Anulom Vilom, do not do like this. Not with force, not so fast. Avoid a high pace and also avoid any stress and tension. Practice with happiness and a joyful mind. Always remember this. After Anulom Vilom, practice Brahmari Pranayam with ease. Mind focused on the Lord, on supreme power. A light and a glow will be generated in the Agya Chakra as your mind becomes focused. Index finger on the forehead. Rest 3 on the eyes. Press the middle finger slightly between the eye and the nose. Close your ears properly with the thumbs. First you have to breathe in deeply and then generate the sound of Omkar. Practice it for 3 to 5 times. If due to diabetes one is suffering from very severe stress or acute depression, that also improves automatically with pranayam and meditation. Index finger on the forehead, rest 3 on the eyes. Apply little pressure with your middle finger. A light would be generated in the Agya Chakra, a glow and energy will be generated. Close your ears completely with your thumb. Generate the sound of Omkar. Mouth would be closed through your nostrils. O Supreme Lord, Supreme Power, Supreme Energy Source, the one who has given us the breath, the prana and life, O Almighty, the Supreme Lord, shower your blessings on me. Brahmari Pranayam, practice like this. After Bhramari Pranayam, practice Udgit Pranayam. Breathe in deeply with a feeling of dedication and devotion. Develop a deep desire and feeling to meet the Almighty. Take a deep breath in and chant the supreme word Om with full devotion. Take a deep breath in, body and mind in deep meditation. Chant the supreme word Om with full devotion. You can practice it from 3 to 5 times, even 11 times. This was the Udgit Pranayam. From 3 to 5 times, it can be repeated, but slowly if you have time and if you have the desire and you are fully devoted towards yoga, then you must practice it from 3 to 5 times. It can be practiced even up to 11 times. And then practice breathing meditation on Om with a calm, peaceful mind. Then lift both the hands up, rub them, place them on your eyes and slowly open them. These are the 7 main pranayams that should be practiced by diabetics. Stress will also improve with this pranayam. Complications of diabetes will subside, and the main reason behind the diabetes, that is the inactivation of about 80% of the beta cells of pancreas, will also disappear slowly. So after these pranayams, one may practice few asanas as well, and the main asana among all which we also recommend for everyone is Mandukasana. There are 2 poses of Mandukasana, and if possible practice 2 or 3 more asana, that is Yoga Mudrasana and Ardha Matsyendrasana. If you find it difficult, then practice Vakrasana. So today we are going to tell you Yoga Mudrasana, Mandukasana, Ardha Matsyendrasana and Vakrasana also. And there are 2 main asanas among these, Mandukasana and Ardha Matsyendrasana. If you find Ardha Matsyendrasana difficult, then practice Yoga Mudrasana. If you are unable to do this, then practice just Mandukasana and Vakrasana. And in case Vakrasana is also very difficult, then practice Mandukasana only. And among pranayam, practice Kapalabhati. Your diabetes will be controlled. Although we have selected 10 asanas for diabetes, we have prepared a special package including 7 pranayams which one must practice, and also few minor exercises. Minor exercises are very important because in 50% of the cases of diabetes there is a likelihood of joint pains. So one will not have to suffer from joint pain due to diabetes, and the joints will become very flexible. So before the practice of asana, you must practice few of these minor exercises. 7 asanas, 7 pranayam and 7 minor exercises. These are also included in the special package of yoga that we have prepared. In this first exercise, press your toes forward and backward with full force. Press forward and backward and also rotate. An important exercise for your feet. Blood circulation of your feet will always remain normal. Press forward and backward with full force. Press all the toes completely and rotate in this manner, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Problems of gangrene and blood circulation will be checked. Then practice butterfly as well. It will provide flexibility. Practice in this manner. Try to touch your knees to the ground. So, this is butterfly. Then there are 5 minor exercises specially for hands. This will save you from joint pain due to diabetes, cervical spondylitis, frozen shoulder, and many such problems may subside on their own by doing this. This is the second exercise. Rotate your shoulders completely. Repeat the same steps from the opposite direction. During the course of pranayam, when one is relaxing in between, the minor exercises can be practiced in that duration. Lift your hands up and stretch the left hand with your right hand from behind the head. Keep your back straight, neck straight, look in the front. If along with diabetes you have some other problem as well, because many times due to diabetes problems like blood pressure, heart problem and many such ailments may bother you For these also the same pranayam like Anulom Vilom Bhramari and Udgit will help you. That is, with diabetes, your hypertension will also subside, heart problems will improve, and all other ailments will also be controlled, because these 7 pranayams are effective in case of all disorders. Now interlock the fingers of both the hands and rest them behind your head. With hands towards head and head towards hand, press them against each other. A vibration will be generated in the neck region. Now press with one hand only. While inhaling deeply, press your hand towards head and head towards hand. Press them against each other, and while doing so, your hand should be resting on your temple. Now rest both the hands on your knees and rotate the shoulders. In one direction, then in the opposite direction. These are minor exercises. And now let's start practicing asanas. First of all, we will practice Mandukasana, which is most important. For Mandukasana, first sit in Vajrasana like this, with both the knees joined in front. Knees joined in the front like this. If you are unable to sit in Vajrasana due to severe knee pain, avoid this posture. Sit on a chair and bend forward. And practice. In case of severe lower back pain, this can be practiced in sitting posture itself. With ankles outward, toes inward, place both the hands over the knees. This is Vajrasana. Now let us practice Mandukasana. Place your fists on either sides of the navel, in this manner. Now breathe out and bend forward. After breathing in, breathe out completely. First contract your stomach in completely. Come back to the same posture. Now remember, you have to stay in bending posture for 10 to 15 seconds or up to 30 seconds, then only it would be effective. It will put pressure on the pancreas. This was the first posture. That can be practiced for 3 to 15 times. Now the second pose of Mandukasana. Increase the duration as per the severity of diabetes. Just as the dosage of medicines and insulin is increased, enhance the duration of Kapalabhati and Mandukasana, especially if the diabetes is very severe. Now place your left palm on the navel with right hand resting over that. While breathing out, bend forward. This is the second pose of Mandukasana, especially for diabetes. Stay for some time in bending position only. Bend forward with stomach pressed in properly. And look forward. Do not bend your head. Keep your head straight. Neck also with chest touching your knees. Like this. Again. Come back. Stay in this position. So these were the asanas for patients of diabetes. 2 important poses of Mandukasana. While breathing out, you have to bend forward. In case of lower back pain, do it in sitting posture only. It will be effective only if you press like this. Then bend forward in case you do not have lower back pain. This is Mandukasana. Very effective for diabetes. Along with diabetes, if you have stress also, then practice Shashakasana. Raise your hands up, breathe in, look upward, now breathe out and bend forward. With palms, elbows and forehead resting on the ground. Breathe out. Do not raise your buttocks. Then lift your hands up and bring them down from sides. One should practice this as well. It will reduce the stress level and will bring calmness to the mind and to our feelings. Worries will subside. Tensions and anger will be controlled. After this one, you may practice the next asana. Yoga Mudrasana along with Mandukasana. It is also very effective for diabetes. Although Mandukasana itself is very effective, but this has a little different posture. If possible, you may sit in Padmasana. Place your right foot over the left thigh and left foot over the right thigh in this manner. So that the ankles of both the feet rest on either sides of the navel. This is the posture of Padmasana. Now rest your left palm over the navel and right palm over that. You have to press comparatively more in this than Mandukasana. But since everybody's body is not too flexible to sit in Padmasana, that's why it is recommended to bend forward while sitting in Mandukasana, which is also very effective. While breathing out, bend forward. So Yoga Mudrasana is very similar to Mandukasana. Breathe out and then bend forward. This will not only control diabetes, but it is also very effective for stomach-related problem. Hernia also has been reported to subside with Mandukasana and Yoga Mudrasana. While breathing out, you bend forward. Press your stomach in properly. Try to touch your chin to the ground. If that is difficult, then touch your forehead. Touch your nostrils to the ground. Yoga Mudrasana, effective especially for diabetes and stomach related problems as well. Now let us practice the second pose. This is similar to the second pose of Mandukasana. Hands at the back side. Hold your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale your breath out. After breathing in, then bend forward and try to touch your chin to the ground, like this. Practice this pose also for 3 to 5 times, and in case of severe diabetes, the practice can even be increased to 15 times. Now an asana particularly for diabetes. Yoga Mudrasana and Mandukasana are comparatively very easy. If one is unable to sit even in Padmasana, then it may be practiced even Sukhasana as well. Now, one more asana that is comparatively difficult. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Name is bigger and it is bit difficult too. Straighten your legs. Sit in Dandasana. First fold your left leg. After folding the left leg like this, place your right foot across the left leg while folding the right leg over the left thigh. Left leg is folded in such a manner that its ankle touches the part of an anus or your buttock in this fashion. And now take your left arm from between the right leg and your chest and try to hold the toes of the right foot with your left hand. Now move this right arm backward and turn it backward as much as you can to bring it close to the right thigh in this manner. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana. It will put a lot of pressure on your pancreas. Now, let us practice with the other leg. First fold your right leg and place your left foot across the left leg on the other side. Now with this right hand, try to hold the toes of your left foot, then rotate the left arm from behind and try to touch the thigh. Look behind in this manner. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana. Effective specifically for the patients of diabetes. All may not be able to practice as it requires a highly flexible body. So, as an alternative to Ardha Matsyendrasana, one may practice Vakrasana. Straighten both your legs. Fold your left leg in this manner. You have to practice with one leg at a time. Right leg is straight and left folded like this. Bring your right hand from between your chest and folded knee and rest it near the toes in this manner. If you are unable to bring so close, then leave it like this only. And if you can, then rest it like this. Rest the other hand on the ground. Now, straighten your leg. Repeat the same steps from the other side. This was Vakrasana especially for diabetes. And in case a diabetic patient is suffering from overweight as well, then practice 3 exercises for reducing weight. This will add to the physical workout, control the sugar level, and in case of overweight, the weight will also be reduced slowly. Although the practice of Kapalabhati helps in controlling the weight along with diabetes, but in addition to being diabetic, you are overweight also, then you can practice these. Straighten both the legs and lie down in Shavasana. After lying down in Shavasana, you have to practice 3 exercises for obesity. Lift one leg at a time and bring it down. First exercise. Then lift both the legs together. And after this, let us practice Padavrittasana. Rotate your leg fully, making a big circle. After practicing with this leg, practice with the other leg. Rotate clockwise, then anti-clockwise. Make a big circle. After practicing with one leg at a time, both the legs simultaneously. Making a big circle. Clockwise. Rotate fully in a circle. First in one direction, then from the other side. From opposite direction. Afterwards, rotate both the legs simultaneously. Rotate simultaneously. Rest both the hands on the ground near your thighs and rotate the legs fully. In case of lower back pain, one has to practice it essentially. Rotate both the legs together completely in this manner. Like this. And now, Dvichakrasana. Join both the legs together, lift them, fold them, and then again straighten them. Raise as much as you can, bend to the maximum and also straighten them as much as you can. Repeat the same from the opposite side. So these were the 3 exercises, effective for stomach, helpful in reducing weight and sugar level as well. Relax for some time in Shavasana. And in case you are suffering from spinal problem as well, then you must practice one more asana along with these, and that is Bhujangasana, which can be practiced in this manner. Hands resting on the sides, chin on the ground, both the feet joined together, toes stretched behind while breathing in. Lift your head and chest, look upward. Again come back while breathing out. It can be practiced in this manner for 3 to 5 times. So these were few very effective exercises. Although in total about 9 asanas have been described. But if you are able to practice just 2 of these, then those only would be effective. Along with this, use some home remedies which will help you control your diabetes and slowly even cure it. Cucumber, bitter gourd and tomatoes. One can make a juice of these at home only and drink it regularly. Cucumber, bitter gourd and tomato. These are easily available. Their juice can be prepared at home itself. Take 1 cucumber, 1 bitter gourd and 1 tomato. Make their juice and drink it on an empty stomach every day in the morning. It will be very beneficial. Afterwards in breakfast, one may have sprouts or milk or such fruits which are less sweet. They can be taken. Although this juice itself is enough. Juice of 1 cucumber, 1 bitter gourd and 1 tomato taken on an empty stomach. In this juice, you can also add 7 flowers of Sadabahar, that is Vinca rosa. Take white flowers of Sadabahar, they are more effective. Drink juice of Sadabahar flowers, cucumber, bitter gourd and tomato in the morning on an empty stomach. The first home remedy. Second remedy, soak 2 gram seeds of fenugreek overnight and eat them in the morning on an empty stomach. Powder the seeds of jamun, that is blackberry, and take it regularly. Although jamun itself is effective in diabetes, Its seeds are also very helpful. They are available in market as well. Grind them to a fine powder and take a dose of 2 grams each in the morning and evening. Take bitter gourd, cut it into pieces and dry it. This also can be taken in powder form in the dosage of 2 grams each in the morning and evening. Take this home remedy. One more important tip, you keep this in mind. When you make the juice of cucumber, bitter gourd and tomato, you have to add 7 white flowers of sadabar. Similarly, add 7 leaves of neem also into this. 7 leaves of neem, 7 flowers of sadabar, 1 cucumber, 1 bitter gourd and 1 tomato. Make a juice of these and drink it. In case you find it cumbersome, there is one more alternative. Make a powder of the following ingredients like fenugreek seeds, bitter gourd. Fenugreek seeds, bitter gourd and neem leaves. They are all easily available. Fenugreek seeds, neem leaves, bitter gourd. These are all easily available. Add seeds of blackberry which are available in the market. Also take chiraita. And if chiraita is not available, then take kalmeg. Chiraita or kalmeg. Take one of these. It's difficult to get original chiraita, so you may take kalmeg itself, which is comparatively cheap. Add giloy also. Powder and mix them all. These are 7 ingredients. Powder and mix them together. And take a dosage of 2 grams or 5 grams each in the morning and evening on an empty stomach with water. It will control your diabetes. This is a home remedy, which is very good. There is a special porridge that we often recommend, which if taken regularly for 21 days, one may not even have to take even insulin. With the practice of pranayama yoga abhyas, also the dosage of insulin decreases. It really happens. Actually, we want everyone to know how to get rid of diabetes that has become a major problem throughout the world. The solution is to take shelter of yoga, to take shelter of natural methods. So you can prepare a porridge. Take 500 grams of wheat, 500 grams of millet, 500 grams rice and 500 grams green gram. So take 500 grams each of these 4 cereals. Add 20 grams caraway seeds, 50 grams white sesame, 500 grams each of wheat, millet, rice and green gram. Roast it in a vessel for some time. Add 20 grams caraway seeds without roasting it and 50 grams white sesame. So your porridge is ready. Grind them thick. Take 50 grams of this mixture and boil it in water equivalent to 700 grams. When it becomes thick, add little green chili and ginger as well. Add coriander leaves, ginger and pieces of green chili in it. Do not add clarified butter in it and do not season it. Eat this porridge for 21 days and also the juice of cucumber, bitter gourd and tomato with sadabar flowers and neem leaves added into it. I am 99% sure that within 20 days, in some cases 3 or even 7 days, diabetes may be controlled. You may not even have to take insulin. Get yourself checked on every 2nd or 3rd day. Otherwise, you may risk getting hypoglycemia, in which sugar level reduces too much. So keep this in mind. It immediately controls the diabetes. That's why you have to reduce your insulin as well as medicines. So eat this porridge regularly. Then there are certain Ayurvedic medicines also. Those can also be taken. Although I keep them at 5th place in preference. First, pranayam. Second, acupressure. Along with that is asana. Then natural home remedy. And at 5th place is this Ayurvedic treatment, Shilajit. It's a safeguard against diabetes and its complications. It activates the pancreas and helps you to get rid of weakness in the nervous system, general weakness, stress and many other such problems. For diabetes, you may have 1 drop each of Shilajit twice in a day, in the morning and evening, provided it is pure. Our aim behind preparing medicines in the ashram is not to gain profit for the ashram, but make it available to those who are suffering from some chronic ailment and they are able to procure these medicines from us. So for diabetes, take 1 drop each of Shilajit, also Madhunashini, 1 or 2 tablets each. Although the severe urinary problems are effectively controlled by Kapalabhati and Mandukasana, one may have 1 tablet each of Chandraprabhavati as well. 1 drop each of Shilajit, 1 or 2 tablets of Madhunashini and 1 tablet each of Chandraprabhavati. Even if you use just one of these 3, the problem of diabetes will be controlled. You may not even have to take all the 3. Shilajit, Chandraprabhavati and Madhunashini. These are the Ayurvedic medicines which one may have to take to control diabetes. The best curative method is yoga abhyas. Adopt natural method, always keep happy and have a little control over your diet. Avoid overeating, drink water 1 hour after the meals, drink water after getting up early in the morning. Avoid having too much of sweet items, consume more green vegetables. That's all. Avoid having curd at night. Don't eat heavy stuff, eat only such stuff which is easily digestible. Do not eat too much at a time. That does not mean that one should keep eating throughout the day. It's a misconception that one feels very hungry in diabetes. Take your morning breakfast, then after a gap of 3 or 4 hours, take afternoon meal. If you feel very hungry, then around 4 or 5 in the evening, you may take some fruit which is not very sweet. For example, papaya or an apple, you may have such fruits. Or take the juice of cucumber, bittergourd and tomato. Finally, take dinner. So with little care, I am sure that your diabetes will not only be controlled but cured over a course of time. Thousands or millions of people have already been benefited by adopting this knowledge of yoga. I believe that your problem will also be solved. In addition to this, it will save you from the side effects, the complications which occur due to this problem, that is diabetes. It would be a bigger achievement. Keep yourself healthy. There are thousands of millions of people in this country and throughout the world who are suffering from this disease, that is diabetes. You must inspire them also, because diabetes may even result in untimely death. A diabetic may live but will have a very poor health throughout his life. Diabetes is an enemy of human being, and you can get the whole world, get rid of this enemy. One just has to take the shelter of yoga. Come, Yogam Sharanam Gacchami. Let us all take the shelter of yoga and make this world free of all kinds of problems, including diabetes. You yourself become disease-free and make this world disease-free as well. Start practicing yoga right from now so that you may never have to face problems like diabetes and you live a healthy, joyful life. And for this, it is very important to practice pranayam for half an hour and asanas along with minor exercises for 15 minutes. And if unable to do this, I request you to practice 2 pranayams essentially, Kapalabhati and Anulom Vilom. You will never suffer from any ailments. So this was a special program for the patients of diabetes, a disease by which thousands of millions of people are suffering. They may be benefited by this program and live a healthy life. I am sure that you will definitely be inspired to practice yoga. If you have enough time to take medicines, then how it's possible that you do not have time for yoga abhyas? Your ailments will definitely subside. I am sure yoga will help you to get rid of all ailments, including diabetes.
Always remember, control your diet, indulge in physical work, avoid worries and tensions, avoid eating sweet stuff. Also keep away from fried stuff, junk food, cold drinks, burger and pizza. Diabetes should have the following: chapatis made of thick grinded flour, green gram, cosinus casan and chickpea lentils, bitter gourd, patol, bottle gourd, sponge gourd, spinach and bathua in vegetables, papaya and guava, etc. in fruits, in small quantity. Always remember, diabetes should have the following: have sprouted cereals, cow milk or buttermilk for breakfast. Keep away from rice, curd, sugarcane juice, sweet lime, papaya, pomegranate, fig, chiku, apple, sugar, jaggery, unrefined sugar, and other stuff like potatoes. Avoid sleeping after lunch. After meals, take a long walk of about 3 to 4 kilometers. Keep away from smoking and drinking. Home remedies. Make juice of 1 cucumber, 1 tomato, and 1 bitter gourd. Drink it on empty stomach in the morning. It would be very effective. Chew 7 leaves of neem or 7 flowers of sadabahar, Vinca rosea, with plain water on an empty stomach. For immediate relief from diabetes, drink juice of cucumber, tomato and bitter gourd with 7 leaves of neem and 7 flowers of sadabahar, Vinca rosea, added in this. Blackberry is very effective in diabetes. Prepare a powder of its seed and take 1 spoonful each in the morning and evening with water on an empty stomach. Fenugreek seed, dry bitter gourd, seeds of blackberry, chiraita or kalmeg, kalijiri and giloy. Take all these in equal quantities and make a fine powder. Take 1 spoonful of this powder in morning and evening with water on an empty stomach. Soak 2 grams of fenugreek seed in water at night. Drink this water in the morning and chew the soaked seeds. Take 500 gram each of wheat, rice, bajra, millet and green gram. Warm them very slightly and grind to make their porridge. Add 200 grams of ajwain and 50 grams of white til in this. Boil 50 grams of this porridge in 400 to 700 grams of water. For taste, add coriander leaves, ginger and pieces of green chili. If consumed regularly for about 1 month, diabetes may be controlled effectively. Ayurvedic treatment. As per the advice of Ayurvedic practitioner, Take 1 drop each of Shilajit in the morning and evening with milk. Take 1 vati of each Chandraprabhavati and Madhunashini vati half an hour before or after meals thrice a day.